Welcome back. On Friday, the winner of this year's prestigious Mercury Music Prize will be announced. In the running is Benjamin Clementine.
Yes, his place on the shortlist comes just a few years after he was discovered busking to pay for a bed in a homeless hostel. We'll talk to Benjamin in just a moment. First, morning to you. Morning. First, let's hear some of your music.
I'm alone in a box of stone. When all is said.
Benjamin is here with us now. Morning.
Morning.
I noticed there, I don't know if people at home noticed, you're wearing your coat playing the piano. That's something of a trademark for you now?
If you say so, yes.
Always wearing your overcoat, sometimes barefoot, I think?
Yeah, it's for comfortability, because I've got to feel comfortable.
So how did that start? Where did you get that idea from?
What happened was I got myself a piano in Paris, in my flat in Paris, and I forgot to get a piano stool. So at that time I lived on top of a restaurant. So I went downstairs and I asked them if I could have a stool, and they gave me a bar stool. So I sat on it, took it back upstairs, and I started using that stool. That's why I sit on a high stool. And in the mornings when I wake up, I'd put on a coat and I would just get on the piano and play. So
you ended up in Paris as a sort of random choice, didn't you? Sort of left home, said I've got to go somewhere. How did you decide to go to France?
Just got up one morning and just packed my bags and just left. Really.
Just said,
yeah.
You didn't know anybody there, didn't speak French, no real prospects. That's a bit of a leap, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but you know, I felt like I had to do something in my life, and I had family here, but you know, I felt like going there, I wouldn't really lose anything if I even went there. So why not try? And, so,
How did you first learn piano in the first place? Because you didn't start when you were tiny, did you? About 11?
Yeah, 11.
And how did that come about?
What happened was my brother brought a little piano home, and he started learning it. Eventually he gave up, and I went on it, started playing it, just randomly. And eventually I heard Eric Satie, great classical pianist, and I just started imitating what he was playing, like Jim Pidi and his other works. And eventually, after a few years, I stopped. When I went to Paris, 19, I started playing it again.
Why did you stop?
Because my parents divorced when I was 16, and I moved to Camden to live there for a period of time, and so there was no piano. So I had to go to Paris, and in Paris I spent about 2 years there, and eventually then I got myself a place to stay in a hostel, and then I got a keyboard, and then I started playing piano.
And now, I mean, it's an amazing story, really, of how you were discovered, and now, a couple of years later, here you are nominated for the Mercury Music Prize, which is, just to be nominated is pretty special,
amazing,
isn't it?
Yeah, I think the nomination sometimes counts more than actually winning it, but I wouldn't mind winning it too. But it's a great feeling, and it goes to show that people still care, and music is all that matters after all. And
We do have a little bit more of you playing, actually. It's absolutely lovely. Let's see you now singing Nemesis on Later with Jules Holland.
If I held my breath on you, I'd probably die 1,000 times. And if eating was to show you how much I care, I'd probably...
Nothing I've ever heard before. It's quite extraordinary, the way you put it together. But the songs on your first album, you got the basics down fairly quickly, didn't you?
I got it done fairly quickly, you said.
Yes, initially.
Well, I composed those songs about 3 years ago, so I was never patient. I really wanted to record my album, but then eventually, after 3 years, I got myself signed, and then we went to the studios, the Rack Studios, and I recorded in 3 days. So
3 days.
Yes.
But then it took a lot of polishing. Is that right?
Exactly. But I made sure that I kept it as raw as possible, because it's quite hard sometimes when you sign a record label to keep things quite raw.
Obviously, we've been reporting all weekend of the terrible events in Paris, but the city itself has had, it seems, quite a big impact on you and your music, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll ever be grateful to Paris. I'm devastated. I've been moaning all day, you know, and I can only. I went there, in fact, on Saturday. I was in London. I went to Paris on Saturday to just to be there and to be with them. I hope that we find a solution for all of us, and I only hope that we help each other.
Indeed. Benjamin, that's very kind. Thank you very much indeed for coming in this morning.
And Benjamin's debut album is called At Least For Now. The winner of the Mercury Music Prize will be announced on Friday.